Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, members of the committee. My name is Joshua Meyer. I'm the Director of Tax and Fiscal Policy at the American Legislative Exchange Council, or ALEC. My research work there includes research on tax and expenditure limits, of which is an umbrella that includes policies like Colorado's Taxpayers Bill of Rights, like this proposed Taxpayer Protection Act, and like Missouri's Hancock Amendment. There's a range, as I said, and the Colorado's Taxpayers Bill of Rights is widely considered to be the gold standard of tax and expenditure limitations. A version of the Taxpayers Bill of Rights was passed by ALEC members as ALEC model policy. It's funny that Representative Murphy mentioned President Reagan. I remember when I was young, I used to watch videos of President Reagan all the time, and I remember one interview he did where he's on, I think he's on Johnny Carson or one of the late night shows or something. And they're talking about balancing the budget and cutting back government and things like that. Is before he was president. And he was paraphrasing another economist when he said that. But he said, one of the things we need to think about is when you go around and you ask all these people, do you want this program? Do you want that program? Everybody says yes. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. But what we really ought to do is hand someone a $100 bill and then say, if you want this program, hand me the $100 bill. And see how many people want to hand the money over then. And that's exactly what policies like the Taxpayers Bill of Rights and HJR 169 are designed to do. I'll add that this policy, like Colorado's Taxpayers Bill of Rights, leaves the determination of the refund mechanism up to the legislature or the local unit of government. In Colorado, that's taken a number of different forms over the years. In recent years, the bulk of those refunds have been done directly through refund checks to taxpayers, but they will also use the money over the spending limit to buy down their sales tax rate, state sales tax rate, or their income tax rate. One of the lessons Colorado's learned is their Taxpayers Bill of Rights include a mechanism which has become colloquially known as debrucing, which allows local units of government to exempt themselves from TABOR, subject to voter approval. And many units of government, especially the biggest ones in Colorado, have chosen to do that. And it's limited Colorado's TABOR's effectiveness at limiting the growth of local spending in those jurisdictions. Just to put some numbers to all of this, in Colorado, which again has that similar Taxpayers Bill of Rights, from 2021 to 2024, they had a number of record years for TABOR refunds. They refunded a total of $9.4 billion to taxpayers over the course of those 4 years. In 2023, for example, every Coloradan received an $800 check as part of that refund. The American Legislative Exchange Council's Fiscal Rules Project researches state tax and expenditure limitations, and we've run some projections on what that might look like in Missouri. So we look backwards and we said, if Missouri had implemented a policy like TABOR in 1992, which is the year Colorado did it, and we know population and inflation since 1992, how much would that have saved taxpayers in the state of Missouri? And we found that if applied to all spending, it would have saved a total of $150 billion over 30 years, $4.9 billion a year. If you break it down per taxpayer per year, it's about $830. So I'll end it there. Thank you all very much for your time.